PWC 4447 automatic battery washer and the Filter 5 wastewater filtration system require certain procedures for their installation and maintenance. This ensures their best performance. This video is designed to lead you through the equipment setup, operation, and maintenance of these products. The automatic battery washer and filtration system arrive in 3 pieces. Very limited assembly is required. The battery washer arrives needing only its air-operated door cylinder mounted into position. Directions are included with the unit. The filtration system arrives as 2 separate units. One sub-assembly is the filtration platform that contains factory-mounted pumps, filters, and media tanks. The other is the water holding tank. It will be mounted on the upper level of the filtration platform. It is a simple 5-step operation to install this equipment. After sighting components into position, the washer needs its leg assemblies adjusted to allow for floor conditions. Use a level to ensure that the washer does not slope in any direction. The unit needs to be level. The automatic battery washer's water booster pump is connected at the factory with tubing that runs to the solenoid valve that controls the wash function. This valve is located on top of the washer in the piping enclosure box. Ensure that the connection is good. The washer's booster pump has a grounded power cord that is plugged into the receptacle mounted on the rear of the piping enclosure box. Ensure that the unit is plugged into the receptacle. Turn the elbow fitting mounted in the washer's drain pan so that it faces the water filtration system. Located between the battery washer and the water filtration system is a sump box assembly. It arrives factory assembled and needs to be connected to the 2 other units. Place the assembly into position. A 12-foot length of tubing is supplied with a sump assembly. After attaching one end of the tubing to the washer, measure the distance between the washer and the sump assembly. Cut a length of tubing and attach it to the lower fitting on the sump box. Install the hose clamps supplied with the assembly. Next, after tubing has been attached to the upper fitting of the sump box assembly, measure the distance between the sump box and the 15-gallon holding tank. The tank is located on the filtration system platform. Cut a length of tubing and attach it to the hose fitting on top of the holding tank. Install the hose clamps supplied with the system. With the automatic battery washer and sump box assembly hooked up and in position, it is time to connect the filtration system to the washer. After placing the 220-gallon water holding tank into position on the upper level of the filtration system platform, attach and secure a 6-foot piece of tubing to the fitting coming off the top of the tank with hose clamps. Run the tubing down the side of the tank and through a hole in the right-hand front corner of the platform's upper level. Attach this hose to the conductivity sensor bank. Next, connect tubing to the elbow fitting located on the bottom of the system's water holding tank. Run the tubing behind the tank into the water booster pump located behind the washer. Locate the tubing so it is protected. Connect the tubing to the innermost fitting of the pump. Install the hose clamp supplied with the system. Finally, the outlet hose from the pre-filter bank and the inlet hose to the conductivity bank are joined together for shipment. Take the hoses apart. Remove and save the white end caps from the media tanks. Attach the hoses to the tanks. At this point, all hose connections between the three assemblies are complete. Run an air line from an air source to the solenoid valve that controls air blow-off and door functions. The valve is in the piping enclosure box. A note of caution: we recommend that the washer be connected to plant air. However, a properly sized compressor located adjacent to the unit is acceptable if it can deliver a constant minimum pressure of 60 psi and 20 CFM for 3 to 4 minutes. The PWC 4447 automatic battery washer and the Filter 5 system are powered by 120 volt AC power. They operate on a 20 amp circuit. All connections are made with grounded plugs. This system requires no hard wiring. The automatic battery washer has 2 electrical cords that need to be connected. One wire is off the water booster pump located on the rear of the washer. It is connected to the receptacle on the rear of the piping enclosure box. The next power cord is off the control enclosure box. It will be connected to facility power. This circuit controls the timer sequence and the system's control valves. The sump box assembly contains the sump pump and the pressure switch that activates the pump. The switch's electrical plug is referred to as a piggyback plug. It has an electrical receptacle built into the back of its plug. This allows a companion device to be operated automatically when the switch is energized. Next, the float switch located in the 15-gallon water holding tank needs to have its power cord connected to the receptacle located on the right front upright of the filtration system platform. This switch controls the filtration system's water booster pump. Finally, the power cord running off the receptacle mounted on the filtration platform will be run to facility power when the system is ready to operate. This last electrical connection completes the electrical hookup of the automatic battery washer in the water filtration system. After all hoses have been run and electrical connections made, it is time to fill the water holding tank and test the system. Before running the system, check the following. Check all hose connections for tightness. Check to ensure that air pressure is available. Check to ensure that all electrical connections are made. Begin the test. Check or observe the following. Observe wash and air blow-off sequences. Adjust the timers if necessary. Test the emergency stop button. Operate the air-activated door. Test the powered roller functions. Observe the wash water as it makes its way through the system. Does the water drain well? Do the pumps activate properly? Is the water circulating through the filter system? If everything checks out, then the system is ready for operation.